Hey folks, welcome to my video on the HMP Droid Gunship. Now, this is the video I've been most looking forward to. Out of all three of these articles from this release, this is the one that I really want to get my teeth into. I feel like it's really going to change the way you can play those droid swarms, adding a lot more options, and probably, given the current meta, add in with some of those little cheeky Nantex and cover all of those angles, that big 180-degree arc. So yeah, let's get right into this one because I'm pretty excited and I hope you guys are too. So we have the HMP Droid Gunship. So no real spoilers here. This is my initial impressions. I haven't had a chance to go through this properly at all yet. So be prepared for some really hot takes. We have the dial, which I think we've seen already, holds pretty steady to what we expect from those droid dials. Banks are harder than turning. We've got the blue 2 hards. We've got the blue 2 straight, blue 1 straight, which is pretty strong, a red 0. Lots of red banks here, and we have a 4 straight and a 5 straight that are red pretty quick. And then we come into that spread. Lots of different cards here. We've got Separatist Predators at Initiative 3, Undrawn Oppressors at Initiative 3. We've got a single unique, which we don't currently see its initiative, DSG 3, and then some some prototypes at Initiative 2. All pretty fun. Lots of different things on there. So I'm just going to go through the article first. I'll try and remember to come back for anything we didn't touch on. So this ability, well, what are we looking at? Yeah, oh, it's networked aim, isn't it? That was the thing. We spoke about this briefly already, I believe, in one of my previous videos, but you cannot spend your locks to reroll attack die. While you perform an attack, you may reroll a number of attack die up to a number of friendly locks on a defender. So it kind of gives you a calculate style of lock, where you don't actually reroll one die if you've got it target locked. But if you've got two of them and there's 2 locks on it, you get 2 rerolls and you'd have to spend it. So good. And let's be honest, it's a 180-degree arc ship. Not like you're going to struggle for time on target to have to spend those locks and acquire it on something different. So kind of like it. But the Bactoid drone is Initiative 1, wasn't in the spread. So we have an Initiative 1. Pretty good. Hopefully super cheap. On board. Calculate target lock. It has a red barrel roll. I don't know why I did the little marker there with my cursor. You know, gotta love those barrel rolls. Then it's got a white reel roll into a red calculate, which I like as well. Especially with the blue hards, you can probably get a decent amount done reloading that ordnance, keeping the firepower up and having that calculate token for other people to spend on their offense. Then we have a Separatist Predator, which was just the Initiative 3 one. Exact same, nothing overly special. Then we look at DGS 286. Before you engage, you may choose another friendly ship at range 0 to 1. That ship transfers 1 calculate token to you. Stealing calculate tokens, it's alright. Lets you have doubles, I suppose. If this guy's going to have that heavy hitting attack. And you can do it. Is that going to come in useful if you bump, you don't get your action, but you can steal someone else's? No, I don't know. It's going to be really niche for that kind of thing to work. It's going to be a friendly ship. It's not like you can bump into an enemy drone and steal theirs. So, no, it's an Initiative 3. It's fine. Oh, we have a new. What are these ones called? Wow. Tactical relay. That's the word I remember. I've played this game before. Separatist solitary. After an enemy ship executes a maneuver, if it is in the bullseye of a friendly ship at range 0 to 3, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, that friendly ship acquires a lock, and the enemy ship then gains 1 stress token. That's pretty good. For Kalani. So an enemy ship executes a maneuver. If it So once it's finished, if it's in your bullseye of of any friendly ship at range 0 to 3 of me. So well, the arc extends from 0 to 3 of the ship. So that's a pretty big net. Theoretically, it can be up to range 6 out from you then, plus the base length. So yeah, a pretty wide net. So if they land in any bullseye, you may spend a charge. If you do, that friendly ship acquires a lock. And that enemy ship then gains 1 stress. That friendly ship acquires a lock on that enemy, then gains 1 stress token. Oh, not as good as I thought, is it? Then the friendly ship gains a stress token. Ah, sad. But gives you a way of getting some target. I don't know if I like it now. Yeah, gives you a way of getting target locks. It's acquiring them. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be stuff in here that makes it better than I think it is. Repulse lift stabilizers inactive. Set up, equip this side face up, reduce the difficulty of your straight maneuvers. Oh, that's good. So the what did we have on that dial? It was yeah. So your 3 becomes blue, your 4 and 5 become white, and after you execute a maneuver, you can flip the card over. And this is the gravy side that we all want to see. After you reveal a bank or a turn maneuver, you must perform that maneuver as a side slip, then flip this card. After you fully execute a non-side slip maneuver, you may flip this card. So you can choose to turn it after completing any maneuver, after fully executing a maneuver, or after doing a side slip here, even if you bump. And it lets you have lots of things. And it works with turns as well. I think I've spoke about this already. I definitely spoke about it on the podcast if you listen to that. But having the side slip turns, like nothing's getting out of this 180-degree arc. It doesn't matter that you don't have any way of like K turning and stuff like that. This is better. I'm a huge fan, and hopefully, like this isn't. Hopefully, this doesn't put them out of the realm of being usable for release because it's really strong. But I just want to play with it right away. Missile pod for 2 missiles. Not restricted to separatist only, but one of the activations is a calculate. So calculate or target lock, and you can spend a charge of which you have 5. If you depend, this is yeah. So as you tighten the arc, it has a 180-degree arc. It's a 2 attack dice. If in your front arc, you can spend 2 charges effectively, and it'll be a 3 attack die. If in your bullseye, you can spend 4 charges, and there'll be a 4 attack die. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, sorry, up to 2, so you don't have to, but you can spend more and just shoot lots of missiles at them. Good. Do I like this over barrage? For the droids, I do because of the focus. You can't fire them, so yeah, that's good. DGS-047. So this was the other named one we didn't see the initiative for, and it's initiative 1. After you perform an attack, if a defender is in your front arc, you may acquire a lock on it. Then, if a defender is in your bullseye, it gains 1 strain token. That's pretty good. Nothing too special, but really neat. Like you probably aren't going to be locking anything on that first attack anyway, because you're a droid at initiative 1. So you fly and calculate, then you get to hold your lock over. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I'm not overly reliant on people landing in my bullseye, but again, if Nantex or anything to go by, people love going in people's bullseye arc, so maybe that's the best ability in the game. Synced laser cannons for twin cannon options. If you are calculating, the defender does not apply the range, but that's really good. 3 attack dice in your front arc and range 2 to 3. So it lets you hang back and kind of beef up the offense of these guys. Yeah, I really like that. IGs probably really like this as well. The Onodron Oppressor. Ondron? on the run? Just mock me some more in the comments. Come on, type it out phonetically for me. After you barrel roll or side slip, if you are stressed, gain 1 calculate token. Oh, so that it sort of makes it a linked action, I suppose. Or they maintain the calculates really well, even when you're moving sidewards. Sorry, I just amuse myself when I'm making these videos. A Genosum prototype. By perform a missile or cannon attack, you may remove 1 tractor token from a defender to re-roll up to 2 attack dice. This could work pretty nice with old and snare shenanigans, but we'll see. Like, I don't know, where'd you go with it? Because they're really working hard to make Ensnare really expensive. So I'm sure there is a usable list in there. It at least gives you something that would synchronize pretty well with Sunfuck and that kind of play style. So maybe there's some fun to be had. Probably only for you. So you wouldn't if you remove a tractor and then retractor them, you don't get to move them again because it's only the first time in the round that they become tractored, even though they've become untractored and tractored again. So yeah, you couldn't do anything funky with like having a tractor beam cannon on 2 of them and like shuffling them around a lot. That definitely doesn't work. Concussion bombs. Okay. During the system phase, so 3 charges. During the system phase, if any of this card's charges are inactive, you must spend 1 charge to drop 1 concussion bomb if able. Otherwise, you may spend 1 charge to drop a concussion. Concussion bomb. So during the system phase, if any of the charges are inactive, you must spend. Okay, so once you start dropping them, you have to continue dropping them. Otherwise, you may spend 1. That's interesting. Once you start your bombing run, you are continuing it. Delayed fuses in this then could be really interesting. Just kind of getting a blanket of explosions all going off at, well, it'd be 2, but going off at once. Especially because of the way the ship can move, you could do some interesting placements people maybe wouldn't be expecting. But that depends on what concussion bombs do, really. Is that going to be further down? Do I need to scroll? Finally, when they are strafing targets with heavy fire, their thick hulls and ray shields make HMP Droid gunships an ideal platform delivering payloads. Can be an effective way of crippling an entire enemy squadron. When this device detonates, each ship and remote at range 0 to 1 is dealt a face-down damage card. Then each ship at range 0 to 1 must expose 1 damage card unless it gains a strain token. When deployed in sufficient numbers, these bombs can both soften targets and set them up for devastating strikes from a ruthless swarm. So being dealt the card goes under the shields and then having to expose it afterwards unless it takes a strain. Well, you probably take the strain. Do you take the strain? Oh, I don't know. That's a good. I like that actually. That last bit, the fact it goes through shields, and then that bit, these aren't going to be cheap. Hopefully, they're not prohibitively expensive because of that caveat that you have to keep dropping them. But yeah, I like that. I think maybe something to use some fuses with. Anything else we missed? We've got the diagram there for how the side loop works. It's effectively like echo decloaking or the Star Viper barrel rolls. So that about covers all of this ship and that article. Hopefully you can see why I'm so excited to get this on the table. That funky movement with those side slips It's really, really interesting. Moving in different ways, always going to be fun. I definitely think this is going to just pile on with the current Nantisixes, Nantexes, Nantex menace that is about. I think adding some of these into a mix is only going to make that list stronger. And yeah, I'm pretty excited, even without those doing stuff with Sunfac and the tractor beam shenanigans on those lower initiative ones could be fun. But IG's getting access to that cannon looks pretty good. Some of the named one seems interesting, and that bomb is a bit scary. I don't really know. I do like it though. Yeah, let me know what you're excited for in the comments below. If you like the video, give us a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.